These are pattern blocks. Here we have a triangle, a square, a trapezoid, a rhombus, a hexagon, and a parallelogram. One way in which we can use the pattern blocks is when we want to represent addition of fractions. Here I have the expression 2/3 plus 3/2. I can begin with my hexagons, and I can use them to represent each of these fractions. So if I want to represent 2/3, I know from exploration that 3 of the parallelograms will make a whole, or 3/3. So what I'm going to do is remove one of those, and there I've represented 2/3. Now, in order to represent 3/2, I know that I can use a trapezoid to represent 1/2. Here's 2/2, which is 1 whole, and another 1/2. So here I have 3/2. But now, what I need to do is I need to represent this using the same denominator, or a common denominator. I know that a multiple of 3 and 2 would be 6, and 6 I can work with. So what I need to do is I need to use my triangles, and I need to replace the parallelograms with triangles and still have the same fraction represented. So here this is the same as the two parallelograms. This is 2/3, but now I've represented them with 6. And when I take a look, I have 4/6 that I have represented. Now I'm going to do the same thing with replacing the trapezoids. And so here I've represented half. And now I want to represent the whole. So I will use 6 triangles. Now when I take a look, here I have 6, 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 9, 6. Now that I've represented them with 6, we have a common denominator. Now I can put them together. So here I have 9, 6, 10, 6, 11, 6, 12, 6, 13, 6. This is an improper fraction, so if I choose, I can represent it as a mixed number, which would be 2 and 1/6. And so here is one way in which we can use the pattern blocks to add fractions.